All right. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Tell us a little bit
Hi,
about yourself.
Amira. My name is Lisa McGrath, and I live in California. And I'm an online student. I'm a family member caretaker, and I own two blogs, goldheartpm.com, which is a beauty blog specifically in permanent makeup and skincare. And then I'm also working on a lifestyle blog called curvedlines.co, which correlates more with my school, which is leadership studies and a minor in business.
Very nice. So you have two blogs. Wow. How did you hear about me and the legal bundle?
Oh, well, I found out about you because Drew, our moderator in the Create and Go Build and Launch Facebook group, gave a shout out that there was a lawyer who was actually a blogger was in our group and started selling legal pages. So if you needed them, to go check them out. And I was like super excited because it hit two of the criteria that was really important for me for legal pages. So I was like way excited. I was like, yes, and like went over there and started reading like this page that was like longer than my height, but it was awesome. It made me feel better that there was so much information on it. Yeah.
No, no, that's great. I always like to know the before and after experience when you make a purchase. So tell us about your experience before you purchased the legal bundle.
Okay, so in March I started a brand licensing course.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5 days face to face, and the rest of it for the 5 months is online. And the 5 days face to face was, an hour to 3 hours with different speakers, and there was 2 hours with three lawyers, and and even after that, all the other speakers really impressed upon how incredibly important it is to have everything read
Mm-hmm.
by a lawyer, because all business is contract. Even if you don't sign, even the
Right.
legal pages are a contract.
Exactly.
So, and there's like little tiny nuances that a non-lawyer
Mm-hmm.
would read, and it would sound like totally like a great idea. And like, yeah, it's like perfect. And then a lawyer looks at it and goes, "Oh, by the way, you just signed away all your rights. Like
Exactly.
you're not leasing, you're not licensing, you've just sold them." So, and they give you these little case studies, and you're like, so, for me, when I found out that I needed legal pages, I knew 100% there was no way I wasn't going to go through a lawyer. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you put your blood, sweat, and tears, your money,
Exactly.
your time, your education and thinking and consumes you. And like, I didn't want to do anything that would shoot myself in the foot before I even started. So I was like,
Right.
absolutely illegal. But then like one of my concerns was,
Mm-hmm.
if I look for a lawyer, what kind of lawyer do I look for? Do I look for
Right.
copyright, for business? And then even if I find one, will they know what I'm talking about? Like, will it be comprehensive enough to
Mm-hmm.
cover everything for blogging if they don't blog?
Right.
Because, you know, there's all these other little things in there. So
Yeah, like
when I found
affiliate
out you were,
marketing and this and that, like third party links. There's a lot. There's a lot. You're right.
yeah, sponsorships,
Mm-hmm.
because, and then like with the internet's worldwide, so like you don't know if you're just going to influence in the States or if you're going to, who knows what your market's going to be. You can have a whole in Australia, like who knows?
Right.
So, so like how do the laws affect your
Mm-hmm.
website? Is it a general blanket for the whole world? Is it specific to each country and state?
Right.
So, and then I was like, even if I find a lawyer, will I even know what to ask them? So that was
Exactly.
kind of like, yeah. So I was pretty overwhelmed. Like, so then I was like, I don't need it right now. I'll wait. I just keep the little still, under construction page up until I find someone. And then about 3 days later, Drew like popped up like, hey, if you're still looking. And I was like, awesome. And he always gives really good references. So I trust
Oh,
he's pretty good.
thanks.
So
So,
you're welcome.
so you went from basically overwhelmed and struggling to write your own legal pages because, like you said, there's a
Oh, I
lot.
would
There's
never, I would never write my own legal page ever, ever. Yeah, capable of broad interest and learning a lot of things, but anything that has to do with law, like it's like dental work. Like I would never
yeah,
do my own dental ever,
right,
ever. Like
right,
legal stuff, like I'll file my own copyright, but that's it, nothing else. Like
mm-hmm,
everything else, like
right,
go pay the $250 an hour or whatever, like that someone
exactly.
else like give me. It's like,
Give-
oh, I've worked on this for 10 years, but you just gave it away. Oh. Like, yeah.
right. So
I
what
don't know.
about like your experience after you purchased the legal bundle? Was it very easy or was it tough? Like how long did it take you to complete your legal pages?
Well, it was my fault because I didn't do the whiteout for the email, so it got lost in my junk mail. So then I was like, I can't find it. And they're like, that's weird. It should be there. And I was like, And I found the junk mail. And you're really patient. You have really good customer service because I'm like, this poor woman stuck with me. And then like I had a couple questions because I hadn't got my business license yet, so I
Right.
wasn't sure
How to
like what
word
to put.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, did I put my name? Because I don't really, I'm not quite ready for people to like, hey, start getting mail from like God knows who, like spam or something. I don't know. And so you're like really patient and went through. So my first legal pages took me about 45 minutes because I had to ask you a few questions. And you got back really fast and you're really patient and really, really appreciate that.
Thank
And then
you.
I dropped and pasted into 3 pages. So through Devi, and I was still learning Devi, but even with all that, it only took me 40 minutes. And then my next one took me like 15 because I had already learned on the one website to drop it into the other
Right.
website.
So
So
it
that
got
was really,
pretty, yeah, because you got it for two
yeah,
blogs basically.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's
thanks.
wonderful.
I was proud of myself. I'm like, hey, I did it.
So, Lisa, what about the free templates out there? I know you trusted me from the Create and Go group, and and obviously you checked me out. But what about the free templates? Would you have gone for those?
No, because, okay, so doing permanent makeup, you deal with really simple contracts, and when you go through your training, they're like, "Hey, here's your contract,"
Right.
and you're feeling like, "Yay!" And then you get insurance, and they're like, "Hey, we need to see your contracts, and we need to see what you have to see if like we were going to cover any of the stuff it says if it's comprehensive enough." And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "Yeah, you have good ones, but some people they don't get good ones." So, I already knew that like it has to be comprehensive. We have to make
Mm-hmm.
sure it covers everything. So I don't want something free because I don't know if it's written by someone like me who had an
Right.
idea, who thought I could do something, like, or written by a lawyer, or, or like what state they're in or what country, I don't know. So, no, for me, I wanted like lockdown, solid, cover as much as possible, like
Right.
full compliant with the law. So,
Of course.
you know.
So, did it matter to you that obviously I was a lawyer and that these templates were drafted by a lawyer? Did that
Oh,
matter?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the requirement. So I was like, because this, like you have your blog and,
Yes,
it's like you put your blood, sweat, and tears and your spare time and,
exactly.
it's, and it's just like such a foundational part of business. Like if you don't have that, then
Mm-hmm.
it's just,
Yeah, no,
it's not worth
absolutely.
it. It's like you're taking a chance of having problems or, you
Issues
know,
down the road. What did you like the most about the legal bundle? Did you like the free bonuses that came with it?
yes, I like the EU privacy
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because that's
The
confusing for
GD
everybody.
the GDPR stuff.
GDPR,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really like important. And then like I believe you have a cookie policy in there.
Yes, I do.
So yeah, because I'm like, I don't even, because I'm like, I don't even think I'm collecting cookies. Like I don't get it. Like I'll see websites with the little cookie thing on there, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I get irritated. But then I realize find out they're in another part of the EU, or
Right.
okay.
Exactly.
So because I know in the States people weren't sure if how to respond to that, like if that
Mm-hmm.
applied to us, but because it's worldwide. And then
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a lot of, I think each template, I think you have 3 templates, and I think
Yes.
each one comes with like at least three bonuses or,
Yes, three
yeah,
bonuses with each template. Right. Yeah, and
um,
there are some things that you don't even think about that you need at the time. Like if, for example, one of the bonuses with the disclaimer template is the earnings disclaimer, and you may not be publishing income reports on your blog right now, but you may need it down the road as you grow.
yeah,
So you can always kind of keep that language, or same thing with sponsored posts. You may not be doing those right now on your blog, but at least you have it for the future. So yeah, so
yeah.
that's why I wanted to get some feedback on the bonuses. But no, that's great to know. Uh,
You
yeah, go
you
ahead.
have the, you have the Amazon
Yes, I
uh,
do. The disclaimer
disclaimer in
already
there
in there.
too.
See,
Yeah.
that's where it helps being a blogger, because I already know as a blogger that certain things every blogger is gonna sign up for Amazon, or at least most of them are going to, you know.
Yeah.
So I already included that in there, and those. So it really helps being a blogger and a lawyer.
I
Lisa,
think
what about like, would you recommend the legal bundle to anybody else? You know, any other bloggers?
I would recommend your bundle to everybody. What I really liked about your legal pages is that they're written in a really simple language
Mm-hmm.
for like anyone to really be able to understand. Like you might have to Google a couple legal terms,
Of
but
course.
like 99% of it is just very simple for anyone to understand. So it's written for the
Yeah.
average person. It's not written for lawyers.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Of
Like
course.
someone can read it and like I know they understand it. Like they're not looking, well, I didn't know, I read it, but it didn't make any sense. So I thought it meant this.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
nice and clear. So I really appreciate that.
No.
Absolutely. No, I ended up becoming an affiliate because I was just really happy with my product. I was happy with the language it's written. I was happy with the extensive amount of stuff it covers. And then
Mm-hmm.
your customer service was awesome.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
yeah, to protect your business, to like start off on the right foot is absolutely an amazing find. It's like beyond fair.
No,
I'm
that's
way happy. You gave a lot more than I expected for the price point. Thank you.
no, thank you. So in the end, Lisa, is there anything else that you would like to share that would be helpful for other bloggers?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I guess, whenever you start something, whenever you start a business, you're always worried about your investment because you're not sure if you're investing in the right things or you're not sure if you're making the right decision. And different personalities deal with stress differently. And my personality deals with stress of like, oh my God, am I crazy? Like I feel nuts. Am I doing the right thing? Right. Like,
Right.
and then you're like, oh wait, I'm just stressed, because it's really one of the best decisions I can make. But I can't think of any better decision to make than to invest definitely in having paperwork written
Mm-hmm.
by a lawyer, by a blogger and a lawyer. Absolutely, 100% the best idea ever to purchase that and put that on your website and be like, yes, I have a real business. Yes, I'm completely compliant with the law. Yes, I have everything that I'll probably ever need is right now. And I'm like, you're just happy. Like I'm happy. I'm totally stoked. Like I sleep at night. I'm like, I don't have to worry about, there's a clause, you have the arbitration clause. You have like, this is
Right.
intellectual property. This is copywritten material. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, yay.
Yeah, no, no, I love your energy. You are so positive. All right, so tell us about,
Happy.
spell out your blogs for us so people can easily reach you.
Oh, okay. Goldhart PM, GoldhartPM.com. It's a beauty blog. And then curved line, CurvedLines.co. No M.
Okay,
CO.
awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Lisa. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you, Amira.